um, thyroid and liver health in as it relates to fertility.
Gosh, it is so critical, and one of the things that I often see, especially with thyroid dysfunction or suboptimal function, is that, we know the reference range for TSH is really horrific when it comes to fertility because TSH reference range up to 5, it's like, what?
Yeah.
We know that anything above 2.5 is going to increase the risk of implantation failure and miscarriage. Certainly, from a clinical perspective, I see this all the time. People with recurrent miscarriage pictures, we test the thyroid, we see that it's out of balance, it's not working as effectively as it could. And sure enough, amongst other things, the optimization of it and certainly treating it really improves the outcomes that we're wanting to see. And so, and the liver, of course, I mean, the liver is the workhorse of the entire, as much as muscle is essential for doing all of the things that you've talked about and that I've spoken of as well, um, if your liver function for synthesizing, metabolizing hormones, making certain nutrients is not optimal. Digestion, nutritional, balance in general, like whether we're absorbing our nutrients from our food, whether we're actually being able to circulate them through the body, whether we're actually starting to, clear out hormones that are no longer needed and therefore excess level conditions and there's so many pieces, like especially when we're talking about inflammation, detoxification in terms of oxidative stress and more. I mean, the liver does over 500 different metabolic pathways within the body. So it is essential to support healthy liver function, and therefore anything that's going to negatively impact it, whether we're talking about drinking soft drinks or alcohol or, poor choices in terms of food, or we're talking about the fact that we are dealing and living in these chemical soups and we're adding things to our skin, to our bodies, our nails, our whole entire being, that have toxic chemicals in them, that is the liver's function to actually support that detoxification process within the system. If it's not working well, there are many other health conditions that are going to arise. There are many other health systems that are going to be impacted. So it's almost like, I see the liver, the gut, the thyroid as those really critical, important organs and systems that support the biochemical function that we need for optimal fertility and reproductive health.
Yeah, I talk a lot about the fact that I went through a horrible health issue last year, a parasitic infection, viral spike protein, shingles, all these things all at once, and my liver enzymes were through the roof. But what was so interesting is that as my liver was suffering, my thyroid numbers were down, my hormones were down, my testosterone was in the tank, because the body's going to take care of what's the most important. Now, the most important is not my thyroid or to be able to have a baby. It's to cleanse the liver and to get back to a place where I can survive.
It's survival. Yeah.
Right. And so I had doctors and practitioners say, oh, you need T3 medication. You need to get put on testosterone pellets. And I'm like, well, and then I had a brilliant practitioner said, no, Sara, we just need to get your liver back to health and take the threat away from all that is on your body right now. And your body's the miracle and it's going to bring all the things back. Well, voila, a year later, thyroid is on point, liver's on point first, but the thyroid's on point, estrogen, testosterone, progesterone, all on point, very healthy. I actually feel better than I've ever
Mm,
felt, and I'm almost
mm,
50 years old. I have
mm.
more energy than I have. So it really shows that sometimes you need to get to the root problem and everything else will come in line. And so that's what I love